Well. Good afternoon, everybody. It's me again, Craig, the certified peer recovery specialist. Today, welcome to our MIT mentoring session. So today we're going to be talking about qualities of a good mentor. Qualities of a good mentor. You see, you notice it say qualities, not quality. So that's a plural than singular. All right. And so there are many aspects of a good mentor. This article is brought to you by thebalancedmoney.com. Whoa. Thebalancedmoney.com. You can find this article online. And we're going to get right into it. All right. And so I'm going to give you we're going to get into the introduction. And then we're going to start. It says mentors are people that can help provide you with guidance, advice, support, and knowledge to help you with your personal and professional development. Good mentors should be enthusiastic about helping you achieve your goals. The qualities of a good mentor usually include someone that's able to listen and provide feedback while being respectful. A good mentor might include someone with a particular skill set or expertise. All right? And so let's find out what the author is talking about, right? When he says, okay, a good mentor have particular skills or expertise. So in this article, it says mentoring. It says, whether you need personal or professional development, a mentor is someone that helps you achieve your development goals. A mentor is someone with knowledge or experience that is shared with others to help them improve. We're talking about the qualities of a good mentor. Right? It says, all right, somebody waiting to get in. Okay, come on in. Shoot, a minute. All right. Judah. Welcome, Judah. Welcome, Judah.
How you doing?
How are you, Judah?
Good.
Welcome, man. My name is Craig, and I am a recovery coach here at Capital Recovery Center. I believe you and I spoke last week, right?
Right.
Right. And so, are you able to see the screen, Judah?
Well, I'm about to put on the camera now.
Yeah, I was wondering, can you see my screen?
No, I cannot.
You cannot. All right. So, well, this is a MIT. We're gonna fix that, man. So, but for today, bear with us, okay?
All right.
So, MIT stands for Men in Training, and so I'm not sure if you're able to come in person to be with us, but however, we welcome you virtually as well, and I'm glad you are here. All right.
Yeah.
So we're talking about qualities of a good mentor, and I just read one aspect of the quality of good mentoring is mentoring. And so I'm reading from an article, and this article is from thebalancedmoney.com. If you want to go get this article, you can always go online and get this article. And so before we go any further, man, what brings you to the mentoring MIT? Give me a little. Why you?
No, I heard about it through another individual. I'm not sure how they got the information.
Okay.
But they just, pretty much just passed it on to me. It's like, yo, you should check this out, whatever like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, it is what it is. You see.
That's good news, man. That somebody thought highly of us enough to invite you to be a part of. Well, we welcome you, man.
Appreciate it.
Because the reason, let me share a little with you why we believe this is a well needed, well taught, well needed lesson that need to be taught, because a lot of men has really been lacking in our community, whether it be at home due to incarceration or some type of addiction, in our religious settings, so therefore we got young people that's coming up that need some good role models and good leaders. And so we thought we need to learn more about mentoring and how to be mentees.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that assessment, or what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with it.
Yeah, so we're just gonna read some more about this article, mentoring. And so the article says the type of mentor can depend on the specific goal of the prodigy. A mentor might help you get organized, set goals, learn a specific type of skill, or improve your interpersonal relationship with coworkers. In short, mentors are here to help you grow and develop into the person or professional that you are striving to become. And so let me share a little story about who I am, and so that you won't be trying to figure out who this guy is and what he's all about. And so I work here at Capital Recovery Center. I'm a recovery coach, Judith, and I am someone who are in recovery. I'm someone who has been through some of the pitfalls in life that I wasn't fortunate enough to have a mentor early on in my life due to lack of a father figure in the household, steadily throughout my life, getting caught up in the neighborhood activities, what led me to participate in drug use, drug distributing, and also being incarcerated. And so therefore, as I began to redefine myself and rehabilitate myself by going through treatment programs and start to find a new relationship, a spiritual relationship, I began to start thinking positive, man. So I feel that I hurt the community so much that I feel that it's a need, that there's a lot of pain and suffering that's going on now, and that people need some role models, man, that can help them or guide them along the way. I don't know your background, but I'm quite sure you have some type of skill set that you can bring to the table as well. And so I'm glad you are here, man. So let's talk about the next part of qualities of a good mentor. And it says signs of a good mentor. So these are things that if we are dealing with a young person or other men, we would like to exhibit or give them or make them aware of some good signs to look out for. It says, although there are many types of mentors, there are some key signs to look out for to ensure that a mentor is right for you and your situation. Some of the skills and qualities that a good mentor should possess include to be enthusiastic. That is so important, man, because if you can't excite somebody to do the right thing or encourage somebody, then you may have a hard time. So you must love what you do. Say show mutual respect. That's so key. An active listener. Do you have an idea what an active listener is, Julie?
Yeah.
You feel like sharing?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Active listener is somebody that pay close attention to detail, right? Like for example, like somebody that's like I said, it's an active listener, somebody that pay close attention to detail.
Yeah.
You know, somebody that's giving like good enough instructions on what to do to navigate. So that person that they give instructions to, that person would practically would actually be quiet. Would practically actually be quiet and actually listen to every detail that's been given to him or her.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. You know, an active listener is someone, as you say, very attentive. You know, someone who won't interrupt you while you are talking. So while you were speaking, I didn't interrupt because I feel that to be a good or active listener, I must allow you to express yourself, not to answer or think that I know the answer to what you're saying before you even finish what you're saying.
Right.
All right. So we're gonna move on. There are some other signs. It says provide honest feedback. Experience in your field. Have some type of experience in the field of what a mentee or what it takes to be a mentor. And the last one talks about interested in helping you. You mentioned about helping someone navigate, helping someone achieve a goal successfully. So that is so true. And so they have definitions to each one of these attributes of a good listener. Enthusiasm. When you look at a mentor, you should key in on one very important aspect of the possible mentor personality. They need to be enthusiastic, almost to the point of being too enthusiastic. Wow. Almost to the point that, you know, they should want for you, but not as bad as the person who needs the help.
Mm-hmm.
You should feel their sincerity and the way they present their desire to help you. Good mentors are passionate about their yearning to help others and receive their rewards, not in the form of materialistic items or money, but in seeing the people they have helped become successful. Wow. Have you ever felt that way about assisting somebody, Judith?
To be honest with you, I don't think so. I don't know. How people know.
So you're saying basically, that's a lot to carry, a lot of load to carry. But but you know, especially in this field, Judith, that we deal with, we help people with substance use disorders, and so a lot of time what give us those who, like the article say, passionate and who have compassion for other people is that when we see people striving to be successful and who allow us to help them navigate and also take the initiative on their own behalf and say, you know what, you just showed me a few things, I got it from there. And so like, sometimes it takes other people to require more hand holding. And so that's no problem. You know, some people need more attention paid to. That's no problem. The goal is to get them back on their feet. And so that's why mentoring is so important, man.
Yeah.
So important. Because especially young people are very impressionative, and they look up and they listen, they look, they hold on to just about everything we say and do. And so we have to be mindful that when we think they're not listening or watching, chances are they are.
Yeah.
Right? So we're going to go on to the next one that deals with mutual respect when it deals with mentoring. It says respect for others is not limited to mentors, but it should be on your list of requirements for yours. Mentors should know how to be tactful in their conversation and emotionally intelligent. That's very key. Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to be aware of emotions in others and oneself, and be able to make decisions and influence others while controlling emotions and feeling empathy for those around them. Mentors shouldn't be judgmental of others, voice their opinions of people, or talk down to you. For example, imagine a mentor saying the following: "Don't do this like John does. He's not very good at this." It should not be helpful to you. It would not be helpful to you or John, and would violate the privacy expected from a mentor. And so I totally agree. There's a way to say things, there's a way to present it with courtesy without pointing a finger. And so, like in groups or even in life, I don't think we have to be mindful of being judgmental. I'm gonna share a little story with you. I was in a therapy treatment program, and they always used to tell us when we telling our story or when we sharing some information, they would tell us, always keep the focus on you, not
Right.
what somebody else did, but what your role was. What was your role in the process? You see what I'm saying? So therefore, I would be mindful and say, not what John did. I would mind, or how would they do it, and how would they take the appropriate measure to accomplishing a task. So that would be my approach as far as a mutual respect, because we all have strengths and weaknesses, and in this field, we like to build upon the strengths as opposed to the weaknesses. All right.
Right.
All right. So let's go on down to the next one, and that is active listening. A mentor needs to be able to listen to you. They should be involved in the conversation, prompting you for clarity or more information. They shouldn't be distracted when you are talking to them. That's what you said earlier. They pay close attention, right?
Yeah.
A person that is always allowing themselves to be interrupted by phones, email, or people walking by when in a session with you is not actively listening. That is so powerful, man. You know, because people will want your undivided attention. I know I do, you know, especially in relationships, you know, sincere relationships, when you're dealing with people, most of the time, I know me myself, I would like the utmost respect and attention, because especially when I am looking for a certain result. So if you and I talking, Judith, and you come and you may need some help, I think it'd be appropriate for me to not only be attentive, but to carry it out in a timely manner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll carry a long way. Say a good mentor should not have any distraction when you're speaking with them. Instead, they should be focusing on you and taking part in the conversation. They should ask questions, reflect on your answers, and even give you some silence when you need to think. Whoa. So in other words, I should be able to pause and allow you to gather yourself even when you are in search for an answer. All right. So honest feedback. What honest feedback looks like or sounds like to you, Judith, when it comes to
So what
honest
honest
feedback?
honest feedback is just practically just being real, man.
Being real.
Being real, like, you know, being sincere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know, you like literally not, you know, sugarcoating anything, like, hey, this is what I think, or I don't think this is the right move right here, or whatever like that. You know, that's just being, yeah, honest feedback is just being, you know, just real. Like friends, you know, for example, if you said that, you know, you care for, you know, a certain being or whatever, you care about, you know, where they're heading to in life, or, you know, what they're doing, you're going to give an honest feedback to that, so they won't make, you know, a wrong move concerning whatever, you know, the matter may be. So you're going to give them an honest feedback that helps them, you know, steer them back into the right path.
Excellent, excellent. I agree with that as well, because that's the whole focus. That's the whole focus point of it all, is that to help somebody not to go and fall into the pitfall or the snares or the trap that I fell into. And so honest feedback, like you said, you know, tell them keeping it real. Just tell them keeping it 100. However terminology you want to put it, letting them know that, hey, you know, I see what you're doing. You know, there are consequences. You know, they're good consequences and they're bad consequences. So I want you to know the both. I'm going to give you the both sides of the coin. All right? So
Right.
Everyone can benefit from feedback. Even the most skilled and knowledgeable person is a beginner at something, requiring feedback to continue to grow in their new skills, right? And so the article goes on to say, feedback is essential to improvement. A mentor should create long-term objectives and short-term goals to help you realize your goals. Feedback should be provided during each session with your mentor and should not be degrading. Instead, feedback should inform you of a shortcoming and identify corrective action to become more successful. So here at Capital Recovery Center, we do what we call a RMP, Recovery Management Plan. And now, if you ever been in a residential treatment, or you ever dealt with an agency that deals with treatment plans, they do an assessment. There are, like the article said, there are long-term objectives, short-term goals, right? And so if there is a need for housing, right, that will probably be one of the aspect of the plan. Now, the goal is for someone to be successful as fast and effectively as possible. So if a person comes to me and they say, well, I'm looking for housing, and I need a job. So there's two aspects. They need a job, they're looking for housing, and yet they're using drugs. So my thing, So my thing is this: if I'm gonna get them honest feedback, I'm gonna let them know that I'm willing to help them in their quest to obtain employment and housing, but we need to address the drug issue.
Right.
Because if I just send them on a job search and knowing that they're using drugs, I'm setting them up for failure. You know,
right.
So I have to be as honest with them as possible. Right. So let's talk about finding the right mentor. So in this article, it says, when searching for the right mentor, it's important to identify the strengths of the mentor that you need in order for you to achieve your goals. It helps you find someone who's an expert and interested in helping you develop. So that is two aspects of finding the right mentor, right? And it says someone who's interested, someone who is an expert and an interested in helping you develop. So the next one talks about experience in your field. Mentors are not just respectful, enthusiastic people. They should be considered an expert in their field and be in the same field you are working towards. Although it's possible for a good mentor not to be an expert in your field, it's usually more helpful if they understand the challenges that you'll face in the future and help you prepare and develop. Your mentor should be respected by their peers and yours. If you choose a mentor that is not well known in the industry, you may not get the result you desire. Many people use mentors not only as guides to develop themselves, but to associate themselves with the name of that mentor. Wow. If your mentor is in archaeology, right, and your mentor is Dr. Jones, the respected and well-known professor and archaeologist, you'll have the benefit of being the doctor's protege. This gives you much needed credibility while ensuring that you have been entrusted and guided correctly. However, if Mr. Jones, the archaeologist who discovered a 10-year-old basket of plastic eggs behind a bush in his backyard, is your mentor, you might not receive adequate guidance. And so they make the distinction of someone who can be defined as an expert in the field in which you are learning or trying to develop, and someone who is an expert in something totally abstract to what you're trying to accomplish.
Right.
All right. And so we almost done, man. So we do this step by step. And so I'm thankful and glad that you bear with me. And so I appreciate your time, man. I really do.
No problem.
I appreciate the feedback. It says,
Thank you.
so the next part say, interested in helping you. You may have many people to choose from when you are shopping for a mentor. It can be similar to shopping for a shirt. We're searching for the style you like. The one that fits might be in the middle or the end of the pile. Wow. It says,
Say that one more time.
you want me to read that again? I'll read it again.
Yeah.
So it says, interested in helping you. It says, you may have many people to choose from when you are shopping for a mentor, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says, it can be similar to shopping for a shirt. They're using a comparison. When searching for the style you like, the one that fits might be in the middle or end of the pile, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's many mentors, there are many styles, there's many people that's willing to mentor people. And so we just have to find the best fit for us, right? And so the bottom line is this. The article says the bottom line is choosing a mentor does not need to be as stressful or complicated as it seems. Find one that fits you and work to make it a rewarding experience. You will not only find the best version of yourself, but you will have gained a lifelong friend and supporter in the process. Wow. And the last part is, what are the 3 C's of mentorship? So it says, typically the 3 C's of mentorship are consultant, counselor, and cheerleading. A mentor is a consultant. A mentor that is a consultant is an expert in their field. The counselor listens and provides constructive feedback. A good mentor is also a cheerleader, providing enthusiastic support and encouraging you to achieve your goals. So those are the 3 C's of a good mentor. a consultant, a counselor, and a good cheerleader. So I'm out of all three of those, I think I'll be the cheerleader, man. You know,
Right.
rooting just like for a football team, you know, against Chief and the Eagles or whatever, you know. I don't know what team you belong to, who you like, but I'll be that one rooting for you to be successful. So what do you think, man, of this article that we just read, man? This basically is information that we share. We love to have people here that we can just bounce off each other, whether it's in person or virtual, man. So what do you think, man, so far?
I think it's good. I think it was all great information.
Great
As far
information.
as, you know, I think it's great information and, you know, a great way, you know, another, you know, perspective on, you know, on when it comes to, you know, just building people up in general. And just, you know, it's good to, you know, to hear that there are better ways of trying to build other people up. And it's not always by, you know, being criticizing people.
Yeah, and so I think what's so much that's needed in our community is positive people. People who we need positive people, man, that can help a lot of people that needs help. And so it don't have to just be through workshops, but it can also be in just socializing, getting together, spending some time, quality time, getting to know one another, and finding better outlets. You know, because in our community, there's a lot of outlets that people are grabbing hold to as counterproductive.
Mm-hmm.
And so we want to give people alternative and let them know there are alternatives, man, that they can grab hold to and go a long way, man. Because I look at the young man that played for the Chief. I don't know why football keep coming up in my head. I think his name Isaiah Pacheco. Yeah. You know, I look at that young man, and he come from the same community, I believe, from where we come from, and he was able to stick with some positive people that was in his life, and he went to school, went to college. Now he is a NFL champion, man. And so my hat goes off to him. He's very inspiring, even to me at my age, man. So I know a lot of young people is looking up to him, you know?
Yeah.
All right, brother. Thank you so much, Judah, for stopping by, man. You kept your word. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, man.
All right. And so hopefully, man, we get to meet in person one day.
Yes, sir.
All right. Take care, brother.
You too, man.
All right.